Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of the Apprentice School right here in Newport News, Virginia, where we make some of the most advanced warships here at Newport News Shipbuilding. I'm Howard McCain here bringing you the play-by-play action as it happens. Dave Davenport and his dad, Mike Davenport, along with us as our engineer producers, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is senior night here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Prior to the announcement of the starting lineups, our lone senior on senior night, that's both for the men's team and the women's team, Neandra Kelly, was honored prior to tonight's festivities. So congratulations to Neandra Kelly. She will be missed in this program. But ladies and gentlemen, we must soldier forward. The season is not over. We have conference games to play as we move towards the conference tournament. Tonight, it'll be your Apprentice School Lady Builders versus the Mustangs of Mid-City out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Your visitor, the Mustangs, come in tonight led by their head coach, Andy Maneely, coming in to his second season. His Mustangs are 3-12 overall on the season, 1-4 in New South Athletic Conference play. The Mustangs, again, haven't really had the season that they wanted, but they have an opportunity to try to turn things around this evening as they take on the Lady Builders. Lady Builders led by first-year head coach Aisha Gainey. She's been able to get the Builders to a 10-8 overall record, undefeated in conference play. And as we get ready to prepare for the upcoming New South Athletic Conference, your Lady Builders go in as the number 1 seed. So a lot to play for tonight, a lot to play for next weekend. Well, we'll be right back here with you for the New South Athletic Conference tournament. Man, it should be a fantastic one. Both teams have been introduced. They are now making their way to center court. Prior to this evening's tip-off, your officials are Rio Hasabe, Jimmy Gerald, and Eric Hughes will be handling all of the administrative duties as your Lady Builders take on the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian College, and we are underway. Builders handle the opening tip. There's your senior, your lone senior for tonight, Neandra Kelly, her first attempt from long range off the mark. Builders come right back fighting underneath. Nothing doing as the Mustang defense forces the ball out of bounds. Mustangs take over, 9:40 remaining in the opening period. These teams just played each other not too long ago. I think it was February the 3rd as the Builders trapped the Mustangs in the backcourt and forced a turnover. Builders, their second possession ends just like their first possession with a turnover. So 2 early turnovers for the Lady Builders. As the Mustangs having all types of trouble getting the ball over half court, they themselves turn it over for the second time. So 2 possessions for both teams, 2 turnovers for both teams. Your starting lineup for the Lady Builders: Dejanelle Linton Robinson is joined on the floor by Joy Wright, Jayla Stratton, Cornesia Lamberson, and Neandra Kelly, as that skip pass goes over. That is Jayla Stratton. Her shot up for 2 is good. Builders crack the scoreboard first. Mustangs finally able to get it over to the timeline with about 2 seconds left. Mustangs on offense, that shot off the mark for Madeline. Builders back quickly on the offensive end. Layup off the glass is good for Joy Wright, so count the basket at the foul. That foul is going to be credited to Isabel LaPoe, So for Isabel Lepeau, her first personal foul and the team's first. So that will put Joy right at the free throw line with an opportunity to complete the three-point play. Off the mark. Rebound cleared by the Mustangs. That's Hope Andrews. She's also joined on the floor by Carly James as that basketball goes out of bounds, last touched by the Builders. So the basketball will stay on this end. Lily McLean and Isabel Lepeau are your starters. That feed inside, poked out of bounds by the Lady Builders. Madeline De La Ceres is also one of your starters for the visiting Mustangs as her shot is up and good. Delis Reyes, I'm sorry, mispronunciation on the last name. Delis Reyes with her first points of the evening. Skip pass by Kelly. Builders go inside. And the Builders turn it over again. Let me check and see. That is the Builders' third turnover. Lady Builders have to value the basketball against an opponent they just recently played, and honestly, folks, they creamed them. The last time these two played each other, Builders won 93-47. As that shot by Joy Wright in the paint is up and good. Builders with a full court press. Mustangs able to break it. Here's Delis Reyes. Being guarded by Kelly. She's looking for someone to dump the basketball off to as the shot clock is now at 10. That shot up and good. Carly James cracks the scoreboard for her first points of the evening. Feed goes inside, and we're going to get a foul call. They're going to whistle Carly James. But her first personal foul, the team's second. So trying to see, they are not going to call that an in the act of shooting foul. I thought Linton Robinson might be headed to the free throw line. She is not. As Wright gets it inside. Shot off the glass. No good for Lamberson. Carly James picks up her second personal foul quickly. That'll be the team's third as James will have a seat. As Braylon Brewer will make her way onto the playing surface. 7:04 remaining in the first period on senior night here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. So glad you could join us. That first free throw, of course, is good. Lady Builders, again, overall record of 10-8 coming into tonight's contest, undefeated in conference play. It's been a very good season for Coach Aisha Gainey in her first season in the head coaching seat for the Lady Builders. Again, Lady Builders, not only are they the number one seed going into next weekend's conference tournament, as we have a timeout off of that steal and conversion by Cornisha Lamberson. Timeout, media timeout, will step away. 6:53, Builders by 6.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
6:56 remaining in the first period here on senior night. This is a doubleheader. I apologize. I failed to disclose that. So shortly after this contest ends, the men's matchup against the Mustangs will begin at 7 p.m. as the Lady Mustangs will try to see if they can take care of business here against our Lady Builders. Right now, they trail by 2 possessions. The Mustangs thought about attacking the baseline. Builder defense cut that one off, and we're going to get a foul call. I think that foul call is going to be offensive, and it will be. So Emily Dangerfield will be whistled for her first personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th, one more, and the Lady Builders are in the double bonus. Lady Builders yet to commit a personal foul so far as the Lady Builders work the perimeter. Basketball poked away from Lamberson, but she's able to get it back as Kelly steps back behind the three-point line. She launches and doesn't hit anything, but it actually went off of a Mustang player. That's Emily Dangerfield. So it'll stay on this end. Shot clock will not reset. Neandra's shot did not touch the rim at all, so 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock for the Lady Builders. They have to be aware of the amount of time remaining in the shot clock as Kelly thought about launching from 3. Makes her way to the basket. She's off the mark. Put back is good by Lamberson. As you can understand, this is Neandra's last season with the Lady Builders. They're going to do all they can to give her scoring opportunities as that pass isn't controlled by Dangerfield. So that's another turnover. That's now turnover number 6 for the Mustangs, who trail now by 8. Skip pass to Lamberson. Right. Nice pass inside to Linton Robinson. Her bank shot high off the glass is good. Builders now with a double-digit lead. Just shade under 5.5 minutes remaining in the first period here as the Mustangs continue to work. Feed goes inside. And I believe that is going to be another turnover for the Mustangs. That is now their 6th turnover, I believe. Yep, that's their 6th. Got ahead of myself. I said that last turnover was their 6th. That was their 5th. So this is the Mustangs' 6th turnover as Lundy is newly into the basketball game for the Lady Builders. Gets it to Joy Wright. Skip pass to Kelly. Kelly launches from 3 again. That one off the mark. Wright clears. Kelly launches again. That one goes down for DeAndre Kelly on senior night. And that pushes the Builder lead up to 13 over the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian. Back come the Mustangs. That shot way off the mark. Leads to a fast break opportunity for the Lady Builders with Joy Wright. Lundy launches. Her shot, money. Builders lead now 15. Mustangs able to break the press. Shot off the mark for the Mustangs. Rebound cleared by Linton Robinson. Here's Kelly once again from 3. Shot. Nothing but the bottom of the basket for DeAndre Kelly. Her 2nd 3-point make of the first half. Builders now with an 18-point lead as we get a foul call. I believe that was on DeAndre, and it is. So for DeAndre Kelly, that'll be her first personal foul. That'll be the team's first. As substitutions will make their way onto the floor for both teams. Elizabeth Shaw will make her way in for the Lady Builders as Carly James. And I believe, nope, it was not Angelica. Nope, it was And we're going to get a 5-second violation on the Mustangs. They weren't able to inbound the basketball in 5 seconds, so that will be turnover number 7 for the Mustangs. 3.5 minutes remaining as Lundy starts the offense for the Lady Builders. Right, Lundy. Kelly, wide open for 3. That shot off the mark. Builders unable to corral the loose ball. Mustangs work the perimeter. Wild shot by the Mustangs, nothing doing. It did not hit the rim, so the shot clock does not reset. Right now, the shot clock is at 10. As Bologna, her shot way off the mark. Another fast break opportunity for the Builders. Here's Shaw. Builders able to get it out to Kelly. Inside feed to Linton Robinson with the assist from our lone senior tonight, Neandra Kelly. And the Builders' lead now is 20. Wild shot off the mark, but there's going to be a foul call. That foul is going to go on Elizabeth Shaw. That'll be her first personal foul and the team's second. Builders will make substitutions. And that will send Emily Dangerfield to the line to shoot 2. Sophomore guard out of right here, Newport News, Virginia. Again, these schools aren't that far apart. Elizabeth City really isn't that far from here. Mustangs still unable to break their scoring drought. Haven't scored in quite some time. Only 4 points in this first period so far. Scoring drought continues. I think there's going to be a lane violation on the Lady Builders. So they will get another chance, as I believe Shyla Rain Lord may have gotten into the lane early. It was either her or Lundy. So that will give Dangerfield another crack at it, and this time she converts. Lily McLean makes her way into the basketball game. She's one of the starters for the Mustangs. Mustangs only average 43 points a game, while the Lady Builders average somewhere around about 64 as Kelly launches. That's the second air ball from 3 for Neandra, but the Builders able to get the basketball back as the runner from Elizabeth Shaw is up and in. She has her first points of the evening, and the Builder lead now is 19. Nope, correction, it is 21. Sorry, I looked at the scoreboard wrong. Mustangs trying to get something going, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. Shot clock now at 10. Shot up, off the mark. Rebound comes off to Lord. Lundy looking to run. Thought about attacking the Mustang defense, but decides to pull it back out and restart the offense. Kelly with the blow-by right-handed runner off the mark. Loose ball control by the Mustangs. Mustangs work the perimeter. Here's McLean. LePeau. We're now under a minute remaining as that 3 off the mark for Bologna. Or here's Kelly. Kelly with the dish to Lord. Shaw, her second shot off the mark. 41 seconds remaining as the Mustangs make it across center court. Mustangs can't hold for the final shot. There's about somewhere around about a 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As Bologna unable to get anywhere off of the heels of good defense by the Lady Builders. Lundy, outlet to right. Shaw, tough time handling that inlet pass. Mustangs can hold for the final shot as we're now under 10 seconds remaining. McLean gives it off. McLean, her shot up, blocked, but instead there's going to be a foul call with 2.5 seconds remaining in the first period. Joy Wright is going to pick up her first personal foul. As Linton Robinson, along with Lamberson, they'll make their way into the contest. Brewer back onto the floor for the Mustangs. So there's a discussion right now by the officials. I'm not sure if the discussion is whether that foul was on the floor or in the act of shooting, and they've decided that it was in the act of shooting. So that will put the Mustangs at the line. Lily McLean shooting 2 with 2.5 seconds left. Builders with a 21-point lead early. As McLean's first shot is off the mark. Second shot used every ounce of the rim to go in. That good shot is good if it goes for Lundy, and it isn't. It goes out of bounds, and that is how the first period will end here on senior night at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, congratulations to Neandra Kelly. She's our lone senior tonight being honored. Quick timeout, Builders by 20.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
The Apprentice Athletics Booster Club membership is now open for the 2024-2025 season. You can choose a general membership to support all Apprentice athletics, or you can designate one specific sport to support. Membership is good for the entire 2024-2025 athletic year, regardless of which decision you make. Scan the QR code or visit.
To the start of tonight's game, Neandra right now with 6 in the contest as they take on the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian College, as the Builders nearly force a turnover. Builders really cranking up the energy on defense on this possession as the shot clock now is at 4. I don't know if the Mustangs are aware of that. That shot is up. Would have been good if it goes, but it's an air ball. Lundy leads the break. Long outlet to Lord. Her shot off the mark. Builders able to get the loose ball. Lundy to Lord. Lundy, her second shot of the night, off the mark. Mustangs trying their best to cut into this 20-point deficit as we're just underway with the second period, as that is going to be a turnover. Here's Lamberson. Lamberson, coast to coast with the left hand, off the glass and good for 2. Builders now lead 28-6 over the Mustangs. So again, the last time these teams played, Builders won by nearly 50. That was on the road to the Mustangs when they won that one. Lundy leading the break for the Builders, decides to bring it to center court. Bring it to the top of the circle. Shaw overlooks the defense along with Lord. Feed inside to Lamberson. Lamberson, quick move around the defense. She's able to put it in for 2. 8 minutes left. Builders lead now at 24. So long periods of drought between made buckets for the Mustangs. Here's Bologna. Shot clock now at 5 for the Mustangs. Not sure if the Mustangs are even going to get a shot off, and they do not. One more pass, and that allowed the shot clock to expire. So that will be turnover number 9 for the Mustangs. Builders with only 3 so far in the first half. Stratton into the game for the Lady Builders as the Builders work against this Mustang defense. Stratton launches. Shot off the mark, goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Lady Builders, so it will be Mustang basketball. The pace of this one, pretty fast so far. That first period got out of here in a hurry. Shot from the corner. That one is up and good for Hope Andrews, the freshman forward from Arkansas, with the made basket. Linton Robinson on the other end. Right-handed shot, a bit wild. Loose ball controlled by the Mustangs. De La Reyes gives it over to Dangerfield. That long three-point shot well off the mark. De La Reyes with the rebound. That shot an air ball. Builders start the fast break. Here's Lamberson. Her feed inside to Neandra Kelly is intercepted by Dangerfield. So back come the Mustangs. Mustangs 1-4 in conference play. Again, Builders 4-0 in conference play. Feed goes inside. Nice move by the Mustangs inside. Able to get the loose ball, but at first thought they weren't going to be able to score as Lily McLean gets that bucket. McLean now with 3 as that launch from 3 by Kelly off the mark. But Linton Robinson there to clean up the mess on aisle 2. And the Builder lead now is back up to 22. That one off the heel of the Mustangs. Builders hustle, get the loose ball. Kelly tried to go up with it. She lost it on the way up, but instead that just gives Stratton an opportunity to get herself into the scoring column. Builder lead now, it's matches its largest at 24. That feed inside. Mustangs, nice move there by Carly James. For Carly James, that's her 4th point of the evening. Builder lead now down to 22. Feed inside to Lord. She's fouled. Nope. She's going to be called for the traveling violation, and that is going to lead us to a stoppage. Timeout, media timeout. We'll take it with them. Builders with a commanding lead here at home on senior night.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Lady Builders up by 22 here on senior night. Once again, congratulations to Neandra Kelly, who will be playing her last season as a Lady Builder here in this arena. She still has a few more games left to play as the Builders will be wrapping up the regular season and getting ready to head into the New South Athletic Conference tournament. Well, they will be the number 1 seed heading in to conference play. That conference tournament is going to take place here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, so don't go anywhere. Stay here with us. Next weekend, we'll be right here to bring you that action live as it happens, as the Mustangs try to back their way down into the lane. Wild shot off the mark, but there's a foul call. They're going to give that foul to Joy Wright. That'll be her second personal foul, the team's fourth. Nope, the team's first, I'm sorry. We're into a new period. So that foul will put Carly James at the free throw line, and she hits the first of 2. Cornesia Lambertson is the leading scorer for the Lady Builders right now. She has 10. 2 players for the Mustangs lead their squad in scoring with 4. That's Madeline De La Reyes and Carly James. Actually, Carly now has 5, so she's the leading scorer after making that lone free throw. That shot off the mark nearly went down for Neandra Kelly, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2. As Lily McLean picks up her first personal foul. That's the team's first of the period. Neandra Kelly fouled in the act of shooting, so she will go to the line to shoot 2. Lady Builders as a team shoot about 57% from the line, no matter, as Neandra Kelly on senior night hits the first of 2. She now has 7. And the second of 2 for our lone senior on senior night is good. Kelly enjoying her best season, honestly, as a Lady Builder. Excuse me, shooting about 32% from the field this season. There has definitely been a marked improvement in her play in her years as a Lady Builder. As that wild sequence takes place on the baseline, Mustangs are going to turn it over. So for the Mustangs, that's turnover number 11 on the night as we get a whistle. Okay, as we have an administrative issue with the shot clock, it has now been fixed, so we are back into play as Lundy gets her instructions from her head coach, Aisha Gainey. Builders with the turnover. That'll be their 6th turnover of the evening. Mustangs now trail by 23. Skip pass. Dangerfield, her shot off the mark. Lady Builders off and running with Lundy. Stratton, feed inside to Joy Wright. She's bumped as the shot goes up, but no call. So for Joy Wright, that is her 6th point of the night. And the Builder lead now is its largest, 25, as that launched from 3 off the mark. Wright leads the break. That's the wait for the basketball. Lundy now has it. Prior to tonight's game, I did get an opportunity to talk to Coach Gainey and just kind of ask her, you know, what did you learn? What have you learned from this season? And she said, I just learned a lot about myself as a coach as that shot is off the mark. Said that this season has really challenged her to grow as a head coach. And I have to admit, I have seen a lot of growth out of our head women's basketball coach over the season. Even with the way she patrols the sideline, you can just see the growth in her. And we can only expect just great things out of Coach Gainey. Builders force the turnover. Shaw, her shot is blocked, so it'll stay on this end. Just a shade over a minute remaining in the basketball game as Linton Robinson makes her way into the ball game along with Bologna and LePau for the visiting Mustangs. Stratton looks to trigger. Gets it to Lundy. Lundy launches. Shot off the mark. We're now under a minute remaining in the first half as Wright forces that one. She's fouled, and the shot is good, so count the basket. At the foul. Angelina Bologna is going to be credited with her first personal foul and the team's second, so Joy Wright now with 8 points, looking for 9. Unable to convert the three-point play as Lundy gets the loose ball to Shaw. Stratton. Shot. In and out. Rebound cleared by the Mustangs. Builders almost force the turnover with Stratton. So it'll stay on this end. Game clock at 34.9. Shot clock for the Mustangs at 23. As we get a stoppage by the officials so that Joy Wright can get the hair into a ponytail. Here's De La Reyes. Shot clock now at 10. Mustangs continue to work the perimeter. Shot clock now at 5. Here's LePau. LePau with the shot clock. She's not going to get a shot off. That's going to be another shot clock violation. And that will be the 13th turnover for the Mustangs. 11.4 remaining in the first half. Builders with a commanding 25-point lead. Lundy gets it to Wright. Wright, not a lot of time for a lot of passing. That needs to be the last pass before a shot goes up. But instead, Elizabeth Shaw travels. So with 3.2 remaining, Mustangs with the ball. Builders with a 25-point lead here on senior night. As a wild shot would have been good if it goes, but it will not. So that is how the first half of action will end here on senior night at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as the Lady Builders will take a 25-point lead into the halftime locker room. They will take a break. We will take one with them. Come back with us for first half stats and second half action. So don't go anywhere. Builders lead 38-13 at halftime. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're not that far away from the beginning of the second half of senior night here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as Neandra Kelly is our lone senior being honored tonight for both the men's and the women's team. So, again, congratulations to her. If you haven't noticed, ladies and gentlemen, if you look on your screen, you'll notice that the logo for the Apprentice School is actually turned in an opposite direction. The reason for that is that, we have a new camera that we're using for the first time tonight to bring you tonight's content. So I hope you're enjoying some of the new things that we're trying to bring to the court to help make your viewing experience that much more pleasurable. Listen, quickly for these stats, they're all stacked against the Mustangs, as Carly James is the leading scorer tonight for the Mustangs. She has 5 points. This has been two of the telling stats tonight for the Mustangs. Mustangs shooting 5 of 25 for 20%. They came into tonight's contest averaging, of course, 43 points a game, but 31% from the field, so they're well below their average. Lady Builders led in scoring by Cornesia Lamberson. She has 10. Builders 17 of 36 shooting for 47.2%, but the most telling stat for the Mustangs, 13 turnovers in the first half. So not a lot of shots getting up 25 for the Mustangs, and plus they're turning the basketball over at a crazy rate. So when you put those stats together, that can easily cause your team to be down by 27 points, the Builders' largest lead tonight. As we get started for the second half, Neandra Kelly will trigger the basketball in for the Lady Builders as we get ready to play the next 20 minutes of the first game of tonight's doubleheader here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Stratton will start the game running the point, along with Wright, Linton Robinson, Neandra Kelly as the Builders turn the basketball over, and Joy Wright. As Delos Reyes gives it off deep in the corner to her fellow Mustang. As that feed goes inside, there's going to be a foul call. And they're going to credit Dejanelle Linton Robinson with her first personal foul, the team's first of the period. Mustangs get it in to Delos Reyes. Her shot way off the mark. Back come the Lady Builders. Builders work the perimeter with Stratton. Lamberson with 10. Gets it over to Kelly, who almost lost out of bounds. Shot clock now under 10 as Kelly launches. Her three off the mark. That did not hit the rim. Shot clock, take it back. They gave the Builders 20 seconds on the shot clock, but were unable to convert underneath with Lamberson. I think the Lady Builders may have rushed that last shot because they thought the shot clock was about to expire, but the officials deemed that the basketball did indeed hit the rim, so they gave the Lady Builders 20 seconds on the shot clock, but by then the shot was already in the air, and it was a bad one. Shot clock now under 10 for the Mustangs. Mustangs with 3 first-half shot clock violations. That one nearly a shot clock violation, but Mustangs able to convert with LePeau with the weak side rebound and the quick putback prior to the shot clock expiring, and the Lady Builders lead is now down to 25 as that's another turnover. That'll be turnover number 9 for the Lady Builders. Mustangs' three-point shot off the mark. Here comes Stratton. Stratton still looking. A lot of dribbling from the Lady Builders as Kelly, she launches. Her three way off the mark. Loose ball controlled by the Mustangs. LePeau to Delos Reyes. Her three off the mark. Weak side rebound controlled by Joy Wright. Lady Builders yet to score out of the halftime locker room. As the feed goes inside to Lamberson, and just like that, the Lady Builders shut me up. And those are their first points of the second half. Builder lead back up to 27. That's what it was at the half. Builders force a turnover. Wright doesn't have the numbers. So Lady Builders decide to come back, circle it back out, and start the play. Stratton calls for the screen. Kelly with 15 on the shot clock, feed inside. Linton Robinson, nice move, able to bank it off the glass for two, and the Lady Builders lead is now up to 29. Their largest lead of the night. As LePeau in the corner, able to get it out of the corner. Back round to Delos Reyes. And Neandra Kelly is going to be whistled for a reach-in foul there. For Neandra, that is her second personal foul, the team's second of the quarter. 6:02 remaining in the quarter. Lady Builders with a 29-point lead. But nope, that's not Bologna. That is Carly James with the inbound to Dangerfield. That corner three misses everything for McLean. So here come the Builders with Lundy. Lundy off of a screen. She was supposed to try to work that basketball to Joy Wright off of the screen. Nothing doing as that shot by Stratton off the mark. The Mustangs collect another rebound. Their 13th defensive rebound of the night. Bologna. Shot clock now at 5. Here's Bologna. Shot off the mark. Rebound taken by Lundy. Lady Builders thought about starting the fast break, but instead Lundy pulls the basketball out, and they start to play as Wright with the screen. Kick in the corner to Stratton. That long two off the mark. Rebound corralled by Bologna. Bologna. Her shot high off the glass. That one had no chance of going down. As the scoring for both teams is pretty much halted up until that point where Neandra Kelly hits her third three-point shot of the evening. Neandra now with 10 in the contest. Nope, I take that back. She now has 11 for the night. And again, it's senior night as the Builders force the turnover with Stratton. Stratton decides to wait for the rest of her teammates before starting the play. As that was a bit of a weird sequence. That one went into Joy Wright, but it came right back out. Wright looking just a little bit winded. As that shot is, well, not a shot, but that's going to be a foul call. They're going to credit Carly James with her third personal foul and the team's first of the period. But before we resume, there's going to be a timeout, media timeout under 4. We'll take it with them. Senior night here, Builders lead big.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Senior night here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain, Dave Davenport, Mike Davenport along for the ride as the Lady Builders enjoying their largest lead of the night. They're up now by 32 over the visiting Mustangs from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Mid-Atlantic Christian College. If the Builders are able to hold on and win this contest, that will be their 5th win in New South Athletic Conference play as they get ready to go into next week's conference tournament as the number 1 seed, the 7th ranked team in the USCAA rankings, as Lord hits from the corner 3, and that pushes the lead now up to 35. Now, if you're not familiar with the three-point arc, the corner 3 is the shortest 3 that you could take as a player, as the Builders get taken off the dribble defensively by Lily McLean. She's able to score her 7th point of the night. And the Builder lead has been trimmed now to 33 as feed goes inside to Linton Robinson, forced the shot, hit the side of the rim. Rebound comes off to McLean. Dangerfield to Bologna. Mustangs trying to find a soft spot in that Builder defense. They can't, as Bologna launches over the top of the defense, and her 3 goes down. 30-point lead now for the Lady Builders. We're just a shade over 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd period here on senior night, as Wright to Lord to Stratton. Basketball poked around. Lady Builders with plenty of time on the shot clock. No need to rush. Stratton. Lady Builders fight. That shot up and good for Linton Robinson. Count the basket at the foul. Lily McLean is going to be whistled for her 2nd personal foul, the team's 2nd, as Elizabeth Shaw will make her way back onto the court. As Dejanelle Linton Robinson will make her way to the charity stripe to try to complete the 3-point play. Of course, the old-fashioned way with the and 1, and she does just that. Builder lead back up to 33. Builders have led by as many as 35 tonight here on senior night. The Builders ramp up their defensive pressure as Dangerfield unable to do much of anything against this defense as Bologna works against Shaw. Shot clock now at 10. Dangerfield. Shot clock now at 5, 4, 3, 2. They have to launch something, and they don't. That is another shot clock violation by the Mustangs. To my count, I think that is their 4th shot clock violation of the evening. That counts now as their 16th turnover of the night. Lady Builders with 9. Minute 15 remaining here in the 3rd. Builders with a 33-point lead, looking to match their largest lead of the night. Here's Lundy. Lord attacks the baseline. She's fouled. They're going to give that foul to Brewer. Braylon Brewer with her 1st personal foul and the team's 3rd. So that will allow De Los Reyes to enter into the basketball game. We're now under a minute left as Shayla Rain Lord at the line. Shayla Rain right now with 3, make it 4 points tonight. Builders now 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Make it 6 of 8. So the lead now was 35 on senior night, as the Mustangs go to work with less than a minute remaining. Here's Bologna being guarded closely by Wright. Builders in a bit of a matchup zone here with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Basketball poked around. I believe that was last touch by the visiting team, and it was. So the Lady Builders forced a turnover with 33.6 seconds left in the third. And for the visiting Mustangs, that is their 17th turnover of the game. Builders can't hold for the final shot, about a 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That pass is picked off. Here's Dangerfield with 13 seconds on the shot clock. She gets it to Bologna with 10. Bologna in the corner with 7. Pass picked off by Wright. Wright at 4, 3. That layup with the left hand is good, and that is how the third period will end here. Lady Builders now with a 37-point lead, 57-20 over the Mustangs on senior night. We'll step away. We'll be back.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Builders outscored the Mustangs 17-7 out of the halftime locker room and have built their largest lead of the night, 37 over the Mustangs here on senior night. Builders 6 of 15 for 40% in that period, while the Mustangs 3 of 10, 30%. They only shoot about 31% on the season from the field, so right around their scoring average as the Mustangs begin the fourth and final period of action in tonight's contest with the basketball as Bologna launches from 3. Loose ball controlled by Linton Robinson. So we've seen the Mustangs not get off a lot of shots, but also turn the basketball over quite a bit this evening. 19 is where we stand right now as our lone senior for tonight, Neandra Kelly, able to knife through the defense and lay it off the glass for 2. She now has, where is that? Neandra now has 13. As I believe the Mustangs will throw that one away. So that will be the Mustangs' that'll be their 18th. I looked at it wrong. That'll be their 19th turnover of the night. 8:55 remaining in the basketball game. Stratton works off of a screen. Lamberson. Linton Robinson finishes the play. She banks it off the glass, 4-2. Linton Robinson now. She now has 13. So she's now the leading scorer for the Lady Builders on the night. Her and Neandra Kelly share that honor. They both have 13. Mustangs having all types of trouble with the shot clock, now under 5. That launch from 3 hits the side of the backboard and goes out of bounds. So that will be Builder basketball, 8:06 remaining. Builders with a 41-point lead. Feed goes in the corner to Neandra. Back out to Stratton. Stratton gets it inside to Linton Robinson, but she's unable to handle the basketball. Here come the Mustangs with the fast break opportunity, and that shot off the glass is good for Hope Andrews. Her first points of the evening. Builders lead now down to 39, a little under 7.5 remaining. That feed in the corner to Wright, tried to get it inside to Lamberson. They're going to say it was last touched by the visiting Mustangs. Lily McLean back onto the floor. As Dangerfield also joins her for the Mustangs. Even though the Lady Builders are up by 39, Coach Gainey continues to coach the team hard as that feed inside to Lamberson is good. She now has 14. Builders force the turnover. Here's Kelly. Kelly able to out-sprint the defense and able to lay it off the glass for her 15th point of the night on senior night. Again, our lone senior that will be honored here, as the men's team doesn't have a senior. Ladies team only has one, and she has the basketball. Kelly. Builders work the perimeter with Stratton. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Wright. Wright looking. Decides to take it inside. Shot off the mark. And that rebound, we really won't call it a rebound, and that was an actual air ball as the feed goes inside. No look pass by Bologna. Gets it to McLean. McLean is able to lay it off the glass for 2. We're going to have an official's timeout as Joy Wright has a bit of a hitch in her giddy up. Having on the last play is Shaw, Lundy, and Lord onto the floor for the Lady Builders. 6:05 remaining in the period. Builders get it across the half-court stripe as Lord attacks the basket with the left hand. Her shot off the mark. Lord able to get her own rebound. Kelly launches. That air ball goes out of bounds. Builders with a 41-point lead. We're almost midway through the period. Immediately following this one, well, there's about a 30-minute gap between both games. But following this one will be game 2 of tonight's doubleheader, as the Builder men will take on the men for Mid-Atlantic Christian. So don't go anywhere. The second game of our doubleheader coming up soon. Mustangs barely get it in ahead of the 5-second count. That air ball off the mark, cleaned up by Carly James. James now has 7. Lundy. Working against Andrews. It's Kelly. Nice feed inside to Linton Robinson, who knows exactly what to do with the basketball. Once she gets it, she banks it high off the glass for two. And the Builder lead is back up to 41. Here's Bologna being guarded by Linton Robinson. She tried to go baseline, nothing there. Basketball goes out of bounds. So nope, not gonna stay here. Immediate timeout. 67-26, Builders on it on senior night.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Senior night here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Dominant performance by the Lady Builders right now with a 41-point lead. So, again, this isn't the first time these teams have played each other. They played each other, like a couple of weeks ago, I believe? Builders with a 93-47 victory. I don't think the Builders are going to touch that point total tonight with 4:45 remaining. Lady Builders with 67 points, unless they just go on an absolute tear. They're going to fall short of that as that shot is blocked by Linton Robinson. Turnover by the Lady Builders. Outlet to Lord. Lord, left-hander off the glass for two. And the Lady Builders continue to build on this lead. 43 now over the Mustangs. Kelly with the steal. Baseline shot off the glass and good for the Mustangs. As they cut the Builder lead now to 41. Shaw gets it over to Kelly. Gets it inside to Lord, who lost the handle but able to get it back and knock it in for two. So that Builder lead now is back up to 43. Mustangs get it inside, attack the basket, and there's going to be a foul call. That call will go on Neandra Kelly, the senior. That'll be her first personal foul, the team's first of the quarter. Neither team is really fouled up until that point. So that will put Lily McLean at the line to shoot two with the clock stopped at 3:40 left in tonight's basketball game, and she misses the first of two. Second of two goes down. 71-29. As Lundy barks out the play. She works off of a screen. Doesn't do much with it. Screen set by Linton Robinson. This time Lundy shoots her shot, hits the front of the rim, and the loose ball is collected by the Mustangs. Here's De Los Reyes. De Los Reyes, air ball. Could lead to a fast break opportunity, but instead, the Lady Builders decide to slow it down to try to eat into this final 2:53 left in the game. As Stratton works it around the perimeter to Shaw, to Lundy. Basketball poked away by the Mustangs. Looking to convert. Shot off the mark. Here's Stratton. So not a whole lot of fast break opportunities for the Mustangs in this basketball game. They didn't handle that one particularly well. As the Builders continue to work the perimeter now with about 10 on the shot clock. Here's Stratton. As the crowd yells out what the shot clock is at, Builders launch with 1 second on the shot clock. That rebound comes off to Carly James. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Mustangs with only 29 points to show for it. Again, they only average, folks, 34 points a game. That shot off the mark. So this is the Mustang basketball team, again, 3-12 on the season. But again, not going to win a lot of basketball games at this level, only averaging 34 points a game. Here's Shaw, shot clock now at 10. Here's Stratton to Linton Robinson. Shot off the mark, rebound taken by the Lady Mustangs. That's the first time I've called them that tonight. As we're now under 1 minute remaining in the basketball game. Stratton with the loose ball, with the weak side rebound, sorry. So the Builders just want to try to burn some clock here. As Lundy works at the perimeter. Shot clock now at 10, game clock now at 35. That one is off the mark, but Linton Robinson is fouled. They're going to credit that foul to Carly James, her 4th personal foul, the team's 2nd of the period. 32.7 seconds remaining. That'll put Linton Robinson at the line to try to add to her point total. She currently has 15, make it 16 on the evening. Builder lead up to 43. Make it her 17th point and the lead up to 44. 32 seconds remaining. Still not the final shot of the night. As the Mustangs work the perimeter, De Los Reyes to Carly James. To LePeau. Mustangs force a shot. That one goes in and out. Builders can just hold the basketball as Lundy circles out. 3, 2, 1. And that will do it. That is it. 73-29. The Builders, you can't say they held on for the victory. They dominated from the opening tip all the way until the final buzzer. Lady Builders will improve to 5-0 in conference play, 11-8 overall on the season. Congratulations to Coach Aisha Gainey as she continues to add to her first season resume for the Lady Builders. The Mustangs will fall to 3-13 on the season, 1-5 in conference play, but we will see them next weekend here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center as they will compete in the conference tournament. So we're going to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader will start in about a half an hour. So come back with us as the Apprentice School men will take on the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian College. So don't go anywhere. Game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader coming up shortly.